Okay, guys, here's a follow-up on this morning's video. We'll just see how those two trades we took out played out. We'll go with some Neo Bitcoin first. Let me just try and catch up on where we're at. This yellow line here was where the trade was taken out. And when I made that call this morning, the market had come down to here and was just starting to come back up. And I just finished saying that it had started to come up a little higher than I'd preferred, but I was still hoping for it to turn around and come down. Came up a little bit more, and I moved my stop loss, which was right about here. I moved it down to here, so just to make sure it was above this next high point here. So I moved it down there because I was, it did look like, I had expected it to turn before here, and it kept going. That once it went higher than this little high wick here, I moved that stop loss down. And, that was the right call because the market, it shot up here, it hit my stop loss, and I've taken that loss from here down to the trade. But, it's only a 1.5% market move loss. That was on a 10 times trade, so that was actually all up, that would have been a 15% loss. But that's happened, and we did minimise that loss by moving that stop loss down there. So, it's obviously good to make a video and show everybody how it played out perfectly and we made our fortune, but probably more informative, and you get to learn more by seeing what you do when things aren't going to plan. Now, so we took that 1.5% loss. And when the market shot up here, and then it's come down here, and it looks like it's starting an uptrend now. Now, this morning we placed this trade just on a 15-minute time frame, and based on the fact that it was trending down. Now, because it was only on a 15-minute time frame, that was never going to be a long-term trade. It was only going to be a short-term trade. I know we did hope that it could have possibly come right down here, which would have been awesome. But on a 15-minute time frame, you're never really looking. You're only ever looking at a short-term trade. And on the 1 hour time frame, that's. Where were we? We were just playing this trade out here, and it never. But on the 1 hour time frame now, we can see that it seems to be stepping up. As long as it goes up now, then we're in a really good uptrend, although it's a very steep uptrend, but still an uptrend. Now this morning with the trade there, I did get into profit, but not quite enough profit. I was waiting for a little bit more profit before I moved my stop loss below my entry line, which would have made it a no-risk trade. But as we just said, it didn't play out. The market took off up, hit my stop loss, and I took that 1% loss. I have actually now placed a buy order here on this next yellow line, and just watching to hopefully have that play out. And because this is an uptrend, even on the 1 hour time frame, hopefully that can play out a lot longer. Okay, so that's the one that didn't play out the way we wanted. Let's jump on the other one, the YFI, the Yearn Finance coin. And this morning, this is where we had the 0.02 trade placed. We had moved the stop loss below that entry point, so it was a no-risk trade. And the market was down around here somewhere, I believe. I'm not sure if that... But anyway, we're down here near this yellow line, which is a 5% profit. And what's happened during the day is the market's just kept bouncing off that yellow line. Bounce, bounce, bounce. I think around about here somewhere, I decided that because it had bounced a few times off that yellow line, it was obvious that it had found some sort of support there. So I put a take profit here for a quarter of my trade, for 0.005. And right here, it hit that take profit and closed out a quarter of my trade. That's a 5% movement there we looked at this morning, and this is just on a 5 times leverage. So a quarter of my trade took a 25% profit. So I only have 0.015 in play now. And the market, it bounced again. And eventually, after consolidating and bouncing off that support all day, it's just recently broken right through it. And we're down to here now. So that, down to there, we're now at a 7.3% movement. And at a 5% leverage, that's, over 35% profit that the rest of that trade's in now. Still hoping to get down below this next lowest low, but this was the most recent low point, and I'm still expecting the market to go lower than that. So I'll just leave it play when I get down around this green line, which will be 50% profit. I'll probably close out another quarter of the trade and leave the other half to go a bit further. So this one, although it did sit here and consolidate, here's my squiggly line, which I was hoping for it to follow. It didn't do that. It sat here all day consolidating, but it seems to be doing what we want again now, and it's going on down. So this trade, already taken profit, already was and still is a no-risk trade, and now it seems to be moving down again. So it's looking good, guys. All right, I'll leave it at that. I'll talk to you again later.